online, on mobile, and here. Play The Vibe Barnsley. From the heart of South Yorkshire, this is The Vibe.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another week of the gaming news section. I'm joined here with Zach once again. Hello. And again, we're going to be talking about games. So, what should we start with this week?
Well, you bought the Callisto Pro. Yeah, go on.
The Callisto Protocol. I most certainly did, and you know what? I've been playing it all weekend, and honestly, I've just got to talk about it. So, what do I think about the game? The game itself is fantastic. It's genuinely awesome. I adore it. I genuinely do. I went and bought a game, £55. Bit steep, but you know, we move. But I bought it at game, and I went home. I even got a little pin for it. Went home, and as I was going on my way home, I decided to check the Steam reviews, and that was getting like negative reviews. Like,
wait, what?
Yeah, it's overwhelmingly negative on Steam.
Why? What's the review saying?
Well, the one thing about PC version of the Callisto Protocol, is the fact that the game is very lagging. Like, if you turn a corner, the game will start stuttering, and people have been complaining about that. And I got really nervous. I will be honest, I got really nervous because only 31% of reviews were positive. But as soon as I got home, put it in, installed it, loaded it up, and it's probably one of my favourite experiences this year.
Sorry.
It's probably one of my favourite experiences this year. I'm about 2/3, maybe three quarters sounds better. I'm 3/4 into the story.
Dang.
Yeah.
You've been playing it all week.
Yeah, I'm like 8 hours into the
8
game.
hours and you've only completed it like a quarter or whatever.
No, 3/4.
3/4, yeah.
I'm like 3 chapters away from the end of the game, and it is so exciting.
That is a long story.
It's 12 to 14 hours long, apparently, according to people online. But it is incredible. The gameplay is fun. The combat's unique. I do really enjoy it. Do you have any questions?
The main question, is it truly gory as it seems?
Oh, it's brutal. I'm not going to talk about it on here because obviously
You'll get in trouble.
Yeah, but it is, mark my words, graphic. I do a little thing on Fridays now on the Kelton's Gaming Pad YouTube channel, which is where I upload recordings of this show. I will talk more in depth about the Callisto Protocol's death animations.
We're going to have to check that out.
But so far, I have gotten 36 deaths, and about, I want to say about 19 to 20 of them have been unique.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Not only that, but this is why people complain as well. The season pass has extra areas for you to explore with extra enemies, so you get extra death animations. And they've been advertising like, oh, by the way, there's 13 new death animations in this DLC, 12 new death animations in this DLC. People are thinking you're just paying for for death animations. So, which technically you are.
Yeah, technically.
But you are paying for like maps and things as well, and story DLCs and stuff. So I could get past that. The entire community can't. But yeah. Anything else you want to ask about the Callisto Protocol?
How is the controls? Like, does it feel good?
The controls, it feels like Dead Space because it's made from Glenn Schofield, who did make Dead Space.
Yeah.
The way it works is you've got guns, you can shoot guns. You've got this stun button that you can whack enemies with. It's a right trigger for low attack and right bumper for high attack. Yeah. You know, like a super damaged attack.
Yeah.
In a way. You can dodge. Dodging is a thing now. To dodge, it's very easy. You just got to hold the left stick in a direction, and you dodge.
That's
the enemy,
it.
yeah.
You just hold the left stick.
Yeah, if you hold the left stick left and you start like, because you start like walking left, obviously, but like if you hold the left stick left and the enemy attacks you, you will dodge. It's just like an automatic thing.
Oh, so it's like an easy win button.
Yeah, but there is a perfect dodge that gives you like Callisto credits or something, or health, like extra health, if you perfectly dodge it. So
what is Callisto credit?
Callisto credits is used. It's like Lee in Resident Evil Village. Essentially, when enemies die, you have to stomp on them, and then they drop either bullets, health, or Callisto credits. Callisto credits are used to upgrade your weapons.
Okay.
You get like 20 an enemy, and upgrades are like 300.
How's the enemies? Are they difficult?
The enemies at the start of the game, you get like your really bare bones like enemies. Really easy to defeat. You know, it takes about 5 hits from your stun baton, which doesn't sound easy, but really it goes by fast.
Oh, okay.
These enemies are prevalent throughout the rest of the game, though, so they're not just at the start.
Oh, okay.
But then a bit into the game, you'll get like more chunkier enemies that take more damage, and enemies that like shoot stuff at you, which again, you know, chunkier, takes more hits to kill. But then halfway into the game, as soon as you drain the water, as like a little...
Sorry.
It's all right. As like a little note, you drain water. When you do that, you'll come across your first mutated enemy. Essentially what happens is now, when you hit enemies, they'll start to mutate.
Ooh.
So you've got to shoot them to prevent them from mutating.
Okay, so you shoot at them, mutate, and then shoot them again.
No, so essentially you're hitting them, you're whacking them with your stun baton.
Oh, right.
But when you whack them, these tentacles come out of their body. But like these tentacles come out of their body, and if you don't shoot the tentacles, they won't just mutate.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll be stronger with more health and more increased damage. I've died so many times. So the way it works is you hit them, and then once they fall over, a little indicator comes up. If you press the left trigger and right trigger fast, you'll pull out your weapon and shoot them to prevent them from, mutating.
Okay.
So the combat's really fun, but the enemies are increasingly difficult. I don't want to admit how many times I've died during that game. And I'm on the easy difficulty.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's the pacing with the story? Is it too quick or too
The story...
long,
the story's pretty good. The pacing's not too fast and the pacing's not too slow. The pacing is like just right. But
it's hard to do.
Yeah, but if you just like, don't pay attention to the story, you're still going to get a good experience anyway.
Nice.
Because the gameplay and combat is really fun. So, yeah.
So...
I was just getting the Christmas music.
yeah, sorry. So there's upgrades, you said.
Aye.
How many? How good are they?
There's a lot. They increase stuff like damage, durability, stability. They also increase like the ammo capacity as well. But for the stun baton, there's like 20 upgrades. For the pistol, there's only like 5.
Oh.
So it varies which weapon you use.
Okay.
Aye. But it is quite fun to upgrade your weapons.
Next
you can also sell... Sorry, I'm going to say you can also like find stuff, like valuable items, that when you take them to a reforge station, which is where you get the upgrades from, you can sell them for Callisto credits. So I took down this robot and got like its little processor or whatever it's called.
Chip.
Sold that for 500 Callisto credits, which got me about 2 upgrades.
Nice.
Nearly.
Nice. So exploration is worth it then.
Aye, absolutely. Exploration is definitely worth it.
So is the game scary?
Terrifying.
Terrifying.
I'm playing it on my Series X, which has like Dolby Atmos.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't know what Dolby Atmos, it's also in Dolby Vision. Well, it looks great, but it's in Dolby Atmos, which, if you don't know what that is, it's essentially surround sound. So it is terrifying. I'm not playing with headphones on, I'm playing from the TV, and it still is absolutely terrifying to play through. I have definitely gotten jump scared a few times. The game knows how to like trick your expectations as well, because you'll climb through you'll climb through a vent, there'll be a jump scare at the end, so you'll expect a jump scare every time, and then there's no more jump scares from vents.
Wow,
it's just
really?
it's just that one jump scare. But then when you go off track and you go to this different vent and jump into it, there's a jump scare there. Yeah, terrifying.
No, that's really hard to trick people, because with horror stuff now, it's just it's become the norm. Like every corner, just like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a jump scare, but you still get scared, but you know it's there, so it's not as scary than if you were playing it.
Exactly. There's a lot of times during the game where I felt like there's going to be a jump scare here, or there's going to be an enemy here, but there's nothing.
Yeah.
And then when I'm just like, okay, it's calm, fine, cool, I'll start walking, and then there'll just be suddenly like a room like full of enemies that all start chasing after me. It's insane, and they pull it off so well.
Wow. Wow. Hats off to them.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Honestly, aside from all like, if you give it a bit of time, like obviously on PC, if you play it on Series X or PS5, you'll be fine. But if you give it a bit of time, I strongly recommend the Callisto Protocol.
Nice. Well, there's a recommendation.
I'd give it 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. And we're back.
Yes.
So, of course, we talked a lot about Callisto, so now we're going to move on a little bit onto what I think everybody's who has been enjoying my segments has been excited for the most. And that being Kelton's top 22 games of 2022. It's that time. Woo! Because next week will be mostly about the Game Awards anyway.
Oh hell yeah!
So
yeah.
I think I should do this now just to get it out of the way, because the week after I won't be here. I won't be here during the 2 weeks off that we usually have at Christmas. So I wanted to get this out of the way first. Kelton's top 22 games of 2022. Side disclaimer: I did not play God of War Ragnarok, Elden Ring, or Pac-Man World Repack, so those 3 aren't on the list, unfortunately. Now let's get into top 22 games of 2022. If you guys have any guesses, predictions going on, the crowd's roaring as we speak. No, I'm kidding, they're not. But if you do disagree, you can let me know if you want to. You don't, but this is my own opinion, of course. So, and on the YouTube channel, as I mentioned, which is Kelton's Gaming Pad, there will be more in-depth reasons as to why I chose these games. Just so then I don't, keep going on forever about the games. Essentially. So, honorable mentions: Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. This is because this game released 5 days before 2021 was over and had an Xbox release in 2022. So, honorable mention because it was quite fun. And also honorable mention number 2, Overwatch 2. It's just Overwatch. Right, number 22. Resident Evil Reverse. Now, Reverse is a game that was offered free with Resident Evil Village, and it was alright. It had potential to be something a lot bigger, but it just didn't capture that bigness, if that makes sense. It was just... What it essentially is you pick a Resident Evil character and you fight to the death. That's just it. It's fun, but it's not addictive like they wanted it to be. It is still fun to play with a few friends. Are you gonna comment on that, or are you just gonna let me keep going?
I haven't got anything to say at the moment. Just
fair enough.
That's a fair
I
judgment.
just didn't know if you're gonna let me keep going or just comment on stuff. I don't.
Well, you're on a roll, man.
Fair enough. Number 21, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Now, I'm not saying Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga was bad, because I was really looking forward to Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The only problem with Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is it's just too big. Now, that would be a thing that I wouldn't be bad with games, but the only problem with Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga being too big is the collectibles. You see, I like collecting things in a lot of games, and in Star Wars you have to collect 1,000 Kyber bricks.
What?
Yeah, you have to collect 1,000 out of like 1,600 Kyber bricks.
Are they easy to find?
Not all of them. A lot of them need you to like replay levels a lot, and a lot of them need you to like completely explore absolutely every nook and cranny.
Oh.
Yeah,
For a Lego game, that's intense.
Yeah, it is just too big. It's still really good, but it's just too big. Number 20, Sniper Elite 5. I didn't play much of Sniper Elite 5, but the first like 5 missions I played, it was good. That's all I have to say about Sniper Elite 5.
It's 5 missions all you played.
Yeah. But it still was good, if that makes it was a good Sniper Elite game. I do enjoy Sniper Elite like V2 the most though. That one was good.
That's fair.
Number 19, Gran Turismo 7. Now, Gran Turismo 7 was alright. The only problem with Gran Turismo 7 was the progression system that was in the game. The progression system in the game was a bit meh, to be honest.
Why, is it too slow?
No, they relied heavily on microtransactions, I feel like.
Oh.
Yeah. Whereas in like GT Sport, you get like a lot of credits.
Oh, okay.
You know, so you can like upgrade newer cars, you can like upgrade stuff for your car and stuff.
Customizations and stuff. Upgrade.
It was very reliant on microtransactions.
Yikes. It's never good. It's never good for
Not
the
indeed.
community.
Not at all. Number 18, Disney Dreamlight Valley. I love Disney Dreamlight Valley. Let me tell you, I absolutely love Dreamlight Valley. Like when that came out, I bought it day one. It's like, think about it this way: it's Animal Crossing mixed with Disney.
All right.
So you can have like Disney characters like Wall-E and like Remy and stuff in Dreamlight Valley. It is only in early access, and they're still adding a lot more to it before it's released in like 2023.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I've got it on here is because I couldn't think of anything else to put on. But like, also the bad thing about it, reason why it's at 18 is because it's like Animal Crossing. It's just like after a while, it's like what do you do?
Like you've done all these things. It's become like a game where you have to think of something.
Yeah, it's the thing I'm at now with the game because I've played it a lot. I played it for like 24 hours total.
Dang.
But like the thing I'm thinking about it the most now is just like, how do I get more stuff? Oh, it's by grinding out like smashing a ton of rocks.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, but it is still a really good game regardless, and free on Game Pass. Number 17, The Last of Us Part 1. I like The Last of Us. The Last of Us is like my favorite thing of all time. Like my top favorite game of all time, Last of Us. Incredible game. However, Part 1, adding like 4K textures and 60 to 120 FPS gameplay is incredible. But the one problem is the price. It was £70.
£70?
Yeah. The thing is, they remastered The Last of Us on the PS4 because you can't play the PS3 version on the PS4, but you can play the PS4 version on the PS5.
That's...
Yeah.
Oh.
But they did remake it, though.
Yeah.
Entirely. That's why it's not like Last Place, because it was still like an incredible remake, and
done properly again.
Yeah, I really enjoy playing through it. Number 16, Evil Dead the game. I like Evil Dead. I think it's funny. The only problem with Evil Dead the game is it's dead after 2 months. It's the same as Friday the 13th the game. That's dead after 2. It's got like that.
Fair.
Yeah, it's got like the charm to it that like after a few days it's going to end up dying.
Yeah.
Which blows because it was really fun.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, it might be one of those games that you get out a certain day.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 15, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Why?
Why what?
Well, why is it on that? There. What's the reason?
Right. Straight into it, I guess. The story is great. I love the story. I still haven't finished the story, but I think the story is really good. But, like, the only problem with Modern Warfare 2 is Warzone 2. I hate Warzone. I hate having to have big games on my storage because I'm going to run out of storage.
And you just wish it was separate from the thing.
And honestly, in my personal opinion, Warzone 2 is not even that good.
If you were to separate them both, though, so the online is Warzone's completely not there, where would it still be?
No, it would be further down the list. It was just that I don't like the multiplayer aspect of Modern Warfare. I just like the story mode.
Yeah.
So there's like a lot of better games on this list because they're just fun to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So number 14, Goat Simulator 3.
we all know what Goat Simulator is.
Yeah, exactly. The only problem with Goat Simulator 3 that I personally have is the fact that it's too much like a game now. You see, Goat Simulator was fun because it was just like a broken, buggy mess that, like, you know, you could have fun with.
Is it not?
Goat Simulator 3 feels fixed.
No.
Yeah.
You can't run into walls and explode?
No.
What?
Yeah, it's still broken. It's still buggy and stuff, but like a lot of it is like fixed now. You can't fly out of the map.
It's difficult to break it.
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
You have to actually try.
It's like patch 1 for security breach. It's like patch 1 for security breach. You can't break it anymore. Number 13, Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. Listen, I was really excited for this one. Really excited. The idea of having a 4-player Ghostbusters game is incredible to me. It's the same as having a VR multiplayer Ghostbusters game that's releasing like next year.
Is it?
Yeah. But like, I was really excited to like be a Ghostbuster.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. But like, it was really exciting to be a Ghostbuster. And then the game died because it's like Evil Dead the game and nobody plays it after a week. Which sucks.
Shit.
Luckily for Ghostbusters, you can have like bots.
Yeah, but
So that is cool. But like, it would be fun like teaming up with like other
friends.
people. Yeah. Luckily, it does have crossplay, so it does have that going for it.
Ooh.
Number 12, Saints Row.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I was.
Is it all right? Explain the good bits first.
So Saints Row story is bad.
Is there no good points to this?
I was going to say the good points.
What a way to start it off. Go on, sorry.
It's like security breach. It's fun to break the game. It's really fun to just break the game. I found out. Like, not take it seriously at all. That's why it's at number 12.
Sorry. That really caught me off guard. Sorry. Sorry, okay, sorry. Go,
The story is bad.
Stop it. Sorry, alright, go on.
But still, I think it's fun to just break the game. That's why I really enjoyed playing through it.
Is that part with the is it the like last boss?
Yeah, and then the guy just starts tripping out and just starts shaking. Yeah, that's the game.
Has it not been fixed?
No,
it's not been fixed.
It's not being fixed.
Wow.
I'm really debating on changing this. Number 11, Power Wash Simulator.
Wait, hold on. What was the bad part then?
The story's bad. I just told you.
There were no good points.
The game's fun to break.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Go on. Sorry.
Number 11, Power Wash Simulator. It's fun to play when you're bored.
Just chillax and relax.
Yeah, exactly. But it ain't. But there are many better games this year.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So now we're until the last 10, meaning that we're gonna go into a quick break. Back for the last 10 games of the top 22 games of 2022.
Exciting.
In my personal honest opinion. Number 10, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
So what's different with it, really, though?
So what's different with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe is that they add in like more gameplay stuff to it. So like, you go through the original Stanley Parable, and as soon as you've beaten it like a few times, there's like a big giant door that says new content on it. And the narrator's like, "Look, Stanley, there's a big door there. I think you should go through it." And obviously you could go straight past it, but like as soon as you start like going through the door and like playing through like the new content, you'll get like an extra bucket which gives you more endings. You'll get like more like big open rooms to explore and things like. So like it's a lot more than just like a remaster. They've added in dozens of new content, hours and hours of new content.
Alright,
And it's really fun to play through. Number 9, Sonic Frontiers.
So how is it?
It's pretty good. The game itself is pretty good. However, the last few parts of it feels rushed.
So it's really a straightforward goal, isn't it? Though?
Yeah, that as well. But like the last part of the game feels just rushed. Like, you know, like they tried to like push it out before the game, was like, they didn't like delay it any longer because they said it would come out holiday. It came out holiday 2022. That was it. They couldn't delay it.
So what was the more fun parts about the game?
The combat's fun. The exploration itself is fun. Like the ability to like, well, not the ability, but like when you go around and like pick up collectibles and things, that's fun as well. But the story is a bit on the meh side itself. I didn't really pay attention to the story. I just sort of played it for the gameplay, and the gameplay is fun, but the story is the ending just feels a bit rushed, if that makes any sense.
Oh, that's a shame.
Number 8, Marvel Snap. I just love beating people and seeing them suffer. The whole point of Marvel Snap is when you snap, because like to snap, you press the cube thing at the top and it snaps. When you snap and the other player snaps, when you win, you gain 4 cubes, or if you lose 4 cubes. So when you win, you take 4 cubes off the enemy.
So point of cubes.
It just improves your level. That's essentially it. But like, seeing people lose is funny to me. I'm just that type of guy. Number 7, Metal Hellsinger. Now this was fun. It's like Doom, but with music. You have to play the game in the beat to the music.
Oh yeah.
And it's really fun to play through. It's very challenging as well. But it's like, it's enjoyable, if that makes... Yeah. You can also add in your own music now. And
custom music, ooh.
Yeah, and you can slay the beats to your own songs. whether that be Candy Crush Saga intro theme or Bad Piggies theme. You can beat demons to any music now.
Random question. Have you perhaps put these songs on?
No comment. Number 6, Multiverses. Multiverses is a game where you play as a bunch of Warner Brothers properties and you fight each other, but it's actually fun. It's not like Reverse, it's actually fun. And I don't know, I enjoy playing as like Jake the dog and like Wonder Woman as well. Shaggy as well is fun to play as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. And the online community is like really active as well.
Is the game balanced?
The game is balanced very well, and it is actually really enjoyable to like play through.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 5, Ghostwire Tokyo. You see, the thing is, the Ghostwire Tokyo story wasn't the best story in the world. It was good, but it wasn't the best. But the gameplay itself saves it from being worse on the list. Because the fact that you use like martial arts to like build up like these like wind, fire, and water attacks to like try and beat the enemy is, enjoyable.
What brings the story down?
The story is, it's sort of like a damsel in distress story. You're basically saving your sister in a world that everything is dead.
Oh.
So, like, why do you think your sister's still alive? Your sister is still alive, apparently, during the... And towards the end, and I'm just going to say this now, at the end, you don't even fight the big bad guy. He just dies.
What?
Yeah, He
That's That's it. Roll credits.
Yeah.
That's
The big there is no big bad guy that you know the guy who you're after the entire game. You don't beat him in some epic big boss fight. You just kill him in a cutscene.
a bit.
Roll credits.
That's a bit boring.
Yeah, but the gameplay itself is what saves it, in my honest opinion.
Okay.
Number 4, Evil West. Now, I bought and played this recently, and it is really fun to play through. And I haven't played through much of it, but I can gloriously tell you and confirm, hand on heart, that this game is amazing.
What's the best thing about it? Like, is it graphics, gameplay?
Graphics is great. I'm playing in the performance mode, and the graphics are still really nice. The gameplay is fun. Right? I keep saying fun for a lot of these because I don't know any more adjectives. Yeah, I don't know any more adjectives. But the gameplay is fun. Right? It's also a bit like addictive as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten that far into the story to comment on the story.
Yeah.
But so far, it's really enjoyable.
Controls are smooth.
The controls are smooth. Yes, you just
Nice.
shoot and punch. That's essentially it.
Because you beat them up.
Yeah, but then you also hold down the bumper to like do more different attacks at different times. So like you power up combos and chain combos and things.
Ooh, nice.
Games left for. We've got 3 more games left for the top 22 games of 2022. However...
Hi, Kelton.
Yeah, we have a very special guest on here to tell us something he'd like to inform us.
Right then, I am so proud of this absolute masterpiece. Check out on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook as well. The Vibe at Barnsley. Because I have just created the most amazing Christmas decoration ever. It's in the corner of our studio room. It's a Christmas tree. If you've got a bit of tinsel on, if you've got TikTok as well, it'll be on there as well, at the Vibe Radio. Right? Thank you. Over to Kelton for rest of gaming news. Lovely.
I mean, it is a proper good Christmas tree.
You gotta give credit where his credit's due.
It's absolutely incredible. I can't decorate a Christmas tree as good as that. Back to the thing.
Back to top 3.
Back to the top 3, yes. Number 3, The Quarry. Now, The Quarry is fantastic. I thought it was incredible. The story was good. The cast was likable. However, the one downside... I don't know. There's not really a downside to it. I think we're at that point where there's just no more downsides. What's going on in here? There's just like no more downsides to these things. Like some of the cast was unlikable, I guess, but like
You gotta have unlikable characters.
Yeah, apart from that, it's really fun, gory, brutal, and absolutely fun to play through.
Nice.
And incredibly funny as well. Number 2, Stray.
Ooh,
Now,
cute.
at the start of the year, I thought Stray was going to be my top game of the year because Stray was like a brand new experience to me, in my opinion. Like you had you had your exploration stuff and your collectibles and things like that, but now you've got all that, but you play as a cat, which I thought it was interesting playing like a puzzle game, as a cat.
The cuteness is in the gameplay.
Exactly. And also, not only that, but as well, I thought it was very creative, the way that you use the cat to go through different places in the buildings to like, climb through air ducts and like...
Just basically fly.
like basically fly, but also like just
Get
like...
into high places that shouldn't really be possible.
Exactly. And it was really fun to do that. And the dedicated meow button too.
A dedicated meow button?
Yeah, that's B/circle.
Wow.
Yeah. And number 1, the top game of the year,
Drumroll.
the Callisto Protocol.
Damn.
Yeah, I think, without a shadow of a doubt, that the Callisto Protocol is the game of the year, in my honest opinion.
It's that good. You
It's
just
that
took all the
good.
top spot.
Yeah, it only came out like a few days ago, and now it's my favorite game of the year.
Damn.
You have to like, you have to. It's one of those games you have to experience.
Have to play to get in to it and actually feel
Yeah.
the gameplay.
Exactly. And you know what? Once you take that step and once you go over it, that's it. You're in.
You're fucked.
You're in a good game. So
Very difficult to do, but when it's done, it got to be done right.
yeah, you're hooked on the game.
So high expectation has been met.
Yeah, exactly. my high expectations for the Callisto Protocol was met when I put in the disc. It was that it's just I love it so much.
Nice.
That's why I think it deserves the top spot of top 22 games of 2022. I'll be back again next year with the top 23 games of 2023. And we're just going to keep going each year in year until we get to, hi guys, welcome back to the top 30,999 games for $30.99. But no, yeah, so that was the list
Yeah.
that everyone's been highly anticipating.
Well then,
Yeah,
the list is there,
yeah.
and the opinion is there.
Good games, bad games, and
Awesome games.
amazing games. Exactly. There's only a few that's not on there because A, I run out of room, and B, they're just terrible.
Yeah. Oh, and then you haven't played some.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Really shame. I really wish Pac-Man
World Repack was on the
on
list, but unfortunately, it was not.
Oh.
I did not play it in time. And, I've been playing too much of the Callisto Protocol over the weekend. But hey, it was great.
Fair enough. Make room for better games.
Exactly. 2023 is going to be a bigger year, though. We've got Resident Evil 4 around the corner, Alone in the Dark, and the Dead Space remake.
Nice.
So we've got a lot to look forward to.
Next week is
Next week is the Game Awards, yes. So we have a lot more like gaming related news coming next week, which we've been really struggling on.
Yeah.
Because nothing much has been happening, but now that the Game Awards is about to like actually come around and like start,
There's going to be more interesting topics to just talk about and get into.
Exactly, and I'm really excited for it.
Me too.
So that's happening this Thursday night, Friday morning at 12 in the morning. So it'll be Friday morning, 12 a.m.
Yes.
Jeff Keighley says it's going to be a significantly shorter show this year, though.
Oh, why?
Because he's been listening to feedback and he says it's going to be a more streamlined show. I hope that we still get our amazing Joseph Fares moment.
Yeah.
I hope he announces a new game. I really hope he announces his new game.
Yeah.
Because that man can get me any game at all. He will
Choose your words carefully there.
He will give me a game and he will say, "You have to play a game, yes?" And I'll go, "Yes, Joseph, I will play the game." And
Take my money.
Because It Takes Two, phenomenal experience, and A Way Out was also a phenomenal experience. So yeah,
Good for the family.
yeah, exactly.
It is the time to get out the Christmassy games, bring out the old Wii, for Christmas family gatherings.
Exactly. Play your Wii Sports.
But not Mario Party. No.
Not Mario Party.
No.
Mario Party sucks.
That's when you stop talking to everyone for a year.
play Monopolies, Family Feuds, play anything like that.
Yes, but just not Mario Party. Here's doing you a favour.
Of course. Anyway, I think we should wrap up. Should we wrap up? Yeah. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back again next week with more gaming news, as always. And, of course, thank you to Zach for joining us.
Thank you, Zach. Kelton, thanks.
Yeah,
yes.
thank you.